Woolrich. And on defense, Kevin Crowe and Fernando Clavillo with Zoltan Toth in the nets. And for the Minnesota Strikers up front, it is Ricardo Alonso, along with Ray Hudson, Barry Wallace, Dwight Lodovegas, and John McGrain. And the game is underway. The ball coming into the San Diego zone from the kickoff. And now, Gene Woolrich, one of this team's legitimate stars, brings it up into the offensive zone. Jungle playing it back to midfield now. And Kevin Crowe will play it to back near his own red line for Clavillo. Sockers were 2-2 in the preseason with 2 victories in the invitational tournament here. As Jungle makes a break toward goal, that's stopped by Dwight Lodovegas. Their losses came in Las Vegas in overtime. That was last Tuesday night. And also in Kansas City. A drive by John McGrain for the Strikers. Comes off the wall wide of the San Diego net. Back to midfield is Ray Hudson. Hudson, a prolific outdoor midfielder, maybe one of the best around, but he's seen limited indoor action, as have most of the players on this Minnesota team. In fact, only one has played any significant number of games in the MISL. That is midfielder Gary Etherington, who has played 46, those with the New York Arrows. And now we have a ball out of play, far side into the Strikers player bench. And we'll get a kick in as both teams change the lines. No score early here. We're just underway. In goal for the Strikers, you might expect to see Tino Lettieri, but you won't. Craig Scarpelli in the nets as Lettieri, the very colorful Canadian native who brings his parrot with him wherever he goes, is out with an injury. A shot by Jan Goossens, one of the Golden Bay leftovers now with this Minnesota team. Goossens with one of the greatest shots in the game, driving that one wide. And now it's Dana breaking it down the left wing for Jungle. Breakaway pass for Quinn. He shoots, and stopped by Scarpelli. The rebound over to the right point for Collier. Dana tries a heel ball that can't get through to Jungle, and it's fed by Gary Etherington up to midfield, where John Bain loses it again, and the Sockers have possession. Gary Collier up the right wing for Branko Segota, who moves toward the goal to our right. Now to the left wing for Jungle. He's in the zone. Plays it back to the corner. Segota's drive. Scarpelli a save right at the crease. As Segota let foot a left footer with a nice setup from Jungle. Jungle using the corners a lot. He'll use that like, say, Wayne Gretzky would use the back of the net. Steve Jungle likes the corners. Here's Toth with a save, a deflection that came off of Siri on the initial shot by Barry Wallace. Now the Sockers break out again. Down the left wing, Segota. Off the wall. That rebound will come in front to Coker. He has to set it up. Plays it off to his right for Woolrich. Woolrich looking at goal. Tries to beat Wallace. Can't, and the former Tulsa Roughneck comes up with a good breakaway save. Or rather a break-up save. And now it is played back through for Alan Willie. Willie, one of the fine outdoor scorers for Minnesota. A drive for the right wing. It goes off Toth and out of play for kick-in. Minnesota. Branko Segota, in fact, played with some of these people when he was with the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. Segota, before coming to San Diego, played last year at Golden Bay, but did not play indoor. In fact, he's not played indoor for 3 seasons. This is his first year back inside. He promises to get better with every game. We already saw flashes in the recent indoor tournament. Off the free kick, a shot by Willie. That's a weak one. Toth goes down with the save, and now the distribution to midfield for Segota. Too low, and Willie traps that down. He's got Etherington down the right wing, takes a shot that's blocked by Speedy Clavillo, and now it is Segota at the left side of center. He'll play it wide to the near side for George Katakalitis, another former Earthquake with the Sockers now. Back to Woolrich as San Diego sets it up. A scoreless tie. We've played only 3 minutes in game 1 of this MISL season for both these teams. Sockers rated to, by many, win it all. Here's Coker. All alone in front. He's tripped up at the side of the goal by Scarpelli. No call by the referee. And now a whistle. Foul against San Diego. Katakalitis called for nailing Thompson. You see it in the corner. 11:40 to go here in the first period on our video library scoreboard. We take a break. It's the Sockers nothing, Minnesota nothing.
6 fouls and a quarter will bring a 2-minute penalty. That's foul number 1 for San Diego. Nothing so far for Minnesota.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a car in the parking lot, lights on, the license plates 2B is in boy, HF is in Frank.
We're still scoreless here in period 1 at the Sports Arena. We mentioned Jim Gorsuch out of the Sockers lineup tonight with his pinched nerve in his neck. Also out tonight, Guy Newman, who's recovering from that knee sprain from the outdoor season. Fidel Fernandez, who's been out the better part of a year and a half now, still out trying to rehabilitate his knee, under which he's had considerable problems. There's a drive by the Strikers. Hudson with a shot that just went wide to the right side of Zoltan Toth. And now off the boards, it's Jungle. Quinn breaking up. The pass by Jungle for Brian Quinn, just too far off to the left. The goalkeeper, Scarpelli, comes to the top of the penalty area, grabs it, and feeds it through to the midfield. This is Barry Wallace for Minnesota. Across the San Diego red line, he's got Hudson at his right, a left foot shot that goes off the leg of Steve Daly and out of play. That'll be a corner kick for the Minnesota Strikers. Good little rivalry developed between these two teams in the outdoor season. Of course, they'd never played indoor before, but it was the Sockers who eliminated Minnesota for the playoffs in the final game of the regular season for both teams. San Diego had to win by 2 goals up in Minnesota in order to make the playoffs and also eliminate the Strikers. They ended up shutting out Minnesota 4-0 at the Metrodome. Here's Quinn on a breakaway pass from Jungle. Flips it up to the head. Now Daly a drive that comes off Crook into the arms of Scarpelli as the Sockers show a flash on that drive down the field. Here's Wallace back the other way. Quick transition. Ricky Alonso scores for Minnesota. The former Chicago Sting forward just rolls one low past Zoltan Toth, who didn't look sharp on that one. We'll take a break. 10:13 to go in the first period. On our video library scoreboard, the Strikers take the early lead. They lead at 1-0.
Crowd. Give me lots of crowd.
We've got a tie game while we were away. Gene Wilrich scored his first goal of the 1984-85 season. And what a goal it was. A left-footed shot. Wilrich brought it down the right wing, made a cut as he crossed over the red line. And about 4 or 5 yards later, let go of a rocket that Scarpelli may have touched with his fingertips, but it was into the back of the goal. We're all tied up. 1-1, 9:40 to go in period 1. Wilrich now with the ball for San Diego, back for Zoltan Toth. That Minnesota goal, Barry Wallace assisting on the goal by Ricardo Alonso at 4:47. And now here's Jungle for San Diego. Across the red line, left pass to Gene Wilrich. He'll try and play it in the middle. It goes off of Alan Willie. Back now to the red line. Collier plays it through for Dana. Dana in front for Jungle. Kicked out by Dwight Lodovegas of Minnesota. And now the ball up the right wing for Jan Goossens. Goossens for the Strikers, working out of the corner. Plays it off the wall. Toth bats it out and up to Kaz Dana. Dana with Quinn. Up down the left wing for Jungle. Now the pass through for Quinn. He's tripped up in the corner. DiPolito says Quinn took the dive. Looked to me like a trip by Lodovegas. And now Goossens back the other way for the Strikers. In the corner it goes. John Bain trying to chest it down. He'll get it out. Jungle running toward it. That goes up in the air down to Branko Segota. And he skillfully plays it in front of his goal for Clavillo, who then plays it off to the left side of defense now for Gary Collier. Clavillo with the ball, wearing number 21 for the Sockers. Perhaps the quickest player in the indoor game. Came to the Sockers via Golden Bay, before that with the Arrows. Segota now, deep for San Diego, out of the corner to the right of the Strikers' net. Back into the midfield area for Quinn. In front for Jungle. He has to fend off 2 defenders. Back heels it for Katakalitis. Broken up. Now a good tackle in midfield by Quinn. Got a ball free, but that goes back to Ken Fogarty of the Strikers. A 1-1 tie for San Diego and the Strikers. Here's Quinn getting it off right side for Segota. It's behind him after Fogarty got a piece of it. Now in the corner, Segota working as he tries to get it out in front for Coker. Instead, it's back to the right point for George Katakalitis. He'll roll it back out for Segota. In front for Coker. That's broken up. Thompson Usean with it. You see into center. He's got John Bain on the far right. You see it all the way down to the top of the penalty area left wing. Back to the red line. This is number 15, Barry Wallace. Wallace left foots it to the top of the box. That was for John Bain, but Wilrich saw it coming. He'll bring it back the other way. Ahead for Coker. Back to Wilrich. He wound up, waited. Now still with it, playing it for Coker, but it was behind him. And Ken Fogarty will get it back for Minnesota. Here's George Katakalitis backing up into his own zone with 7 minutes to go in this first period of play. We're live at the Sports Arena, game 1 of the MISL season. Katakalitis gives it away to Alan Willie. He'll break through. He's got Thompson. You see it in front if he can get the ball out of the corner. Now to the end wall. He stabs at it with Toth. We have a whistle and a foul, Minnesota. Toth with the distribution up to Coker in midfield. He stops, plays it back. Katakalitis in his own zone up to center for Steve Daly. Daly, the former Seattle Sounder, across the red line. Gets bumped by Crook. The give and go back to Daly. He'll try and work it free to Siri, who was open on the right wing. But it flipped up in the air into the arms of Scarpelli, the Minnesota goalkeeper. Now the teams change on the go. Gary Etherington for Minnesota, back to Loto Vegas. And now Craig Scarpelli. Little footwork as Addy Coker is pressuring. Scarpelli gets himself into trouble. He's way out of the goal at the red line. Here's Steve Daly with Scarpelli backing up. He gets into the goal. Coker to Wilrich. Stopped by Scarpelli. It's high in the air. Wilrich the header. Coker a header. That's out. Here it is. Wilrich again to Coker. Half volley off the defender. Daly with a drive. That's wide off the boards. He'll take another shot. Scarpelli with another save. Great action around the Minnesota goal, but the Sockers can't find the net. Here comes Alonso for Minnesota, back the other way. What a sequence around that Minnesota goal. Now Crow with a steal in front of his own goal, gets it to Quinn. Brian Quinn to center. Coming up from behind was Bruce Miller. Quinn, good job to shield the ball away from Miller. Here's Daly, deep for Coker at the side of the goal. Working out of the corner, off the boards. Crow had a chance at the side. Scarpelli was out of the play, but Kevin shot it wide. Now Quinn at the far side in Minnesota territory. Sockers change on the go. On comes Dana. Quinn, the pass to Kazi. In front for Coker. Stops it. Sets it up. Quinn, the drive. Deflects wide. The rebound back over to the left side of the boards. Quinn with it again. In front is Coker. The pass to Dana in the slot. His shot off the head of Loto Vegas. And we'll have a break in the action. 4:59 remaining in the first period here on the Video Library scoreboard. It's the Sockers 1 and the Strikers 1.
Entrance area.
51 to go here in period 1. The Sockers and Minnesota all tied up at a goal apiece. Wilrich got the San Diego goal from Collier at 5:01. If you joined us late, Alonso scored first for the Strikers at 4:47. Here comes Siri, leaving it for Jungle on the left side. He moves to the top of the penalty area. It's stopped by Scarpelli, who must have made a half-dozen saves in this period already. Back the other way come the Strikers. Left foot shot by Barry Wallace. No trouble for Toth. Believe it or not, the Sockers' backup goalkeeper tonight is Steve Jungle. Jim Gorsuch injured, and the only goalkeeper on the roster is the starter Toth. Should he go down, Ron Newman tells me Jungle would play goal. He was apparently brilliant in practice this week. Here he is at the side of the goal. He scores! Steve Jungle with his first goal as a Socker. The Minnesota Strikers are finding out quickly what indoor soccer is all about. Steve Jungle alone in front of the goal, just to the left of Scarpelli. Took a pass, left-footed it through the legs of the young striker goalkeeper. And the Sockers now jump ahead by a goal. It's 2-1. As Jungle, who scored a couple in the preseason, nets his first of the regular season for San Diego. Wilrich gets the assist on the goal at 10:59. Sockers with a steal in the Minnesota zone. Here's Dana up to the right wing for Woolrich. He waits, fakes it, in front for Dana. Left footer, scores! This is quickly turning into a show of San Diego offense. We have 3:44 to go in the first period on the Video Library scoreboard. It's now the Sockers 3, the Minnesota Strikers 1.
San Diego Sockers goal at 11:16. Number 10, Kaz Dana. Assist, Gene Woolrich.
San Diego foul. San Diego with 2 fouls. Minnesota with 1. 6 fouls in a quarter were drawn.
Now 3:35 to go in the first period. 3-1 Sockers. The last one, Kaz Dana, first of the year. Woolrich gets the assist, his second of the night. So the Sockers, after giving up the early goal, score 3 in a row. Here they come again. A long pass from Segota for Quinn, broken up by Dwight Lodovegas. Lodovegas for Minnesota, playing it up the right wing to Ray Hudson. He'll back up beyond the red line. Now back into the zone for Goossens. Takes a funny bounce out of the corner, but Goossens played it well off the back wall. In front, a chance for Wallace. And it goes off his foot wide. Now up to Addy Coker as the Sockers quickly bring it back the other way. Coker with Quinn. Segota wide open. Quinn passed behind him. Bronco with a little skill move now to try and feed it wide again for Quinn. Broken up by Hudson, but Quinn has it at the left point. Tees it up for Clavillo. In front, Coker scores! Oh, this is a clinic. Addy Coker all alone in front of the goal. He just side-footed it in such a nonchalant fashion that the Strikers weren't even in it. The Sockers are toying with the Strikers. They have been for the last 4 or 5 minutes. It's now 4-1, and it is early. We have 2:49 to go in this first period. This could turn out to be a rout. As we mentioned, when the Sockers opened the season at home a year ago, they beat New York 14-5. By the looks of it, we could be in for another one of those. Here's Ken Fogarty now, back at the Minnesota red line as they try and get reorganized. John Bain lobbing it up for Etherington. That's stopped by Quinn. Up for Palomora. He tries the header, but it bounces in to the Strikers players bench. Addy Coker with that one. Clavillo the assist at 12-11. 4 different Sockers goal scorers as everybody gets into the action early here. Fogarty on the free kick from the far side boards. Red line plays it into the corner for Usean. Off the wall it comes to Zoltan Toth. He'll hang on for a moment and then roll it just a few feet in front for Kevin Crow. Zoli dislocated the second finger on his right hand in the tournament here a weekend ago. There was some concern about that, but Zoli said they got it back into the socket so quickly that no blood was able to get into the joint, and it hasn't given him too much problems at all. In fact, he doesn't even have it taped or anything tonight, just wearing the gloves. Although he normally doesn't wear gloves. That is something that he has adopted, at least for the time being, with the injury. Woolrich now checked rather viciously along the boards by Gary Etherington. On the restart, the ball right up to Woolrich. For Segota, a little ahead of him. He takes it off the near wall. Segota working out of the corner, in front for Woolrich, back for Segota, but the defender Crook saw that coming. Now Fogarty goes into the corner with Segota, but they get it out for Craig Scarpelli as Jungle came cruising in looking for some free stuff. Here's Ken Fogarty for Minnesota. Long ball from center. Zoltan Toth to the edge of the penalty area. Kicked it away as Bill Crook was coming in. The Strikers get it back, though. Here's Fogarty now from the red line. Plays it left wing, but past Crook. Jungle with a chance to get it back for his team in midfield, and does. Here's Daly breaking out of the back. He's got Woolrich and Jungle trailing. Daly takes it to the far wall, fighting off Ken Fogarty. Good skills along that containment area there as Daly brings it back out, though, to center. Now he eludes Thompson Usean. Turns it the other way from the left point side. Drops it off for Jungle. He'll tee it up for Gene Woolrich. The right foot shot just wide at the goal. The rebound coming out to Barry Wallace. He'll bank it up the glass for John Bain. Left wing side for Minnesota. He's got Alonzo with him, the goal scorer for the Strikers. Siri with good defense. Now Crook comes back in, breaks it up, and gets it again for the Strikers. Quinn fighting to get possession back for the Sockers. He can't. Here's Wallace now in the San Diego zone. Left point over the right side. John Bain off the wall in front for Alonzo. He can't find the handle. Siri has it. Tries to work it out to Quinn, but the Strikers have it again. Low to Vegas at the right point. Puts a move on Quinn. Takes a left foot shot off of Kevin Crow and out of play for a corner kick. Well, good season seats are still available on a reduced prorated basis, of course. This is the first regular season game. Still 23 home games left. You can still be part of all the action here at the Sports Arena. Season ticket holders enjoy preferred seating in the playoffs and many other advantages. To reserve your hot ticket, dial 224-GOAL. And a Sockers representative will be happy to answer all your questions. That's 224-GOAL for the hottest season tickets in town. We're in the final seconds here of period one. Steve Jungle gets it out to Brian Quinn. Now back for Daly with 8 seconds. Daly moving in from the point. Takes the shot. Scarpelli the save. The rebound cleared to center. Here's a chance for Clavillo if he can hurry. The shot. It's wide as the buzzer sounds. Great opening period of soccer for San Diego in game one of the MISL. That is our first 15 minutes of play. It's the Sockers 4, the Strikers 1, and we'll be back with the second period of action here on Kogo News Radio right after this.
At 5:09, it was San Diego on the board. Number 15, Gene Wilwich from Garrett. And our fifth
Assisting. But then the Sockers roared back. 4 straight goals. First Wilrich, a great left footer. The assist from Collier at 5:01. Then Jungle, his first as a Socker in the regular season. Wilrich setting it up at 10:59. It was 2-1. Then Dana, his first of the year. Wilrich assisting again at 11:16 to make it 3-1. And then Addy Coker, an easy goal. Fernando Clavillo with the assist at 12:11. Coker just stuck a leg out. It kind of bounced in off of him. 4 straight goals for the Sockers. Wilrich with 3 points already in this game. It's 4-1 Sockers. Period 2 now underway. San Diego defending the goal to our right. The Strikers in possession and in their own zone, which is to our left. John McGrain for the Strikers. McGrain, an NASL veteran, played some indoor games. In fact, about 48 of them career. 9 goals and 14 assists, played in Los Angeles. You old Aztec fans may remember him. John McGrain also spent time in Montreal and Chicago. Good save by Zoltan Toth off Jan Goossens. A weak shot, but it gave Zoli a little trouble, stuck the left arm out and made the stop. And now Dana back the other way for the Sockers. Down the left wing over to the right side for Coker. He waits, plays it back for Dana. Kazi patiently stepping over the ball. Left side now for Wilrich. He'll back it up to the red line. Into the high slot for Clavillo, back for Wilrich as Collier comes back to defend. Wilrich will set it up for Gary Collier on the right wing. In front for Coker. Loda Vegas kicked that free, and now Goossens has it on the far boards for the Strikers. Up to center for Ray Hudson. Goossens, great scorer indoors with Edmonton a couple of years ago, and then with Golden Bay. He's had injury problems in recent years with a knee, but seems to be healthy now. And talking to Alan Merrick, the Strikers head coach, he says Goossens has been brilliant in preseason. Zoltan Toth with the ball as he collects it from his defense back in the San Diego end. They move it upfield now. Wilrich for Jungle. All alone off the boards. Jungle will get it. Oh, good save at the last minute by the defender, Bruce Miller, who got back to save what looked like an open net shot for Jungle as he played it off the board. Scarpelli getting caught out of position again as he gambled that he could beat Jungle to the ball. Bruce Miller now for Minnesota at the right wing. Plays it along the boards for Usean. That's cleared from in front by Clavillo. Into the corner it goes. Off the wall again, but over the head of Usean. And Jungle back in his own defensive half to collect it. Here's Kevin Crow up the wing for Fernando Clavillo. He waits, plays it back over for Crow. Now in front for Zoltan Toth. Toth up for Quinn. Some pressure now from Minnesota as they're really coming in on the man with the ball. That time Miller fouled Jungle, who was receiving a pass. San Diego gets the free kick. Jungle to Segota. Back for Jungle. He'll bring it in the left wing. Now he moves into the middle. Over to Segota. Tries the shot. It's blocked by Scarpelli. Rebound to Siri. He'll tow it back for Crow at center. Now over to the wing for Quinn. He hits a first-time ball for Jungle. Not high enough. Chested down by Bruce Miller. Miller now to Thomas Rungan. Back for Scarpelli, the goalkeeper. Jungle quickly comes in as he perhaps feels that Scarpelli can be rattled here. Here's Wallace. Good break the other way for Minnesota. Pass, the shot. Usian with a great feed to Wallace, but the drive was wide. Nice play by Minnesota that time, but inaccuracy made the difference. Now Paulo Sirimora in front of his own goal for the Sockers, who lead it 4-1. We're a couple of minutes into the second period. This is Kaz Dana. Up the wing for Steve Jungle. Jungle being watched by Fogarty, tries to get it out for Dana and does. Jungle back for Dana to Jungle. Scores! Great footwork by two masters, Dana and Jungle. And the Sockers continue a string that has seen them score 5 straight. We have 11:34 remaining in the second period on the Kobe Swap Meet scoreboard. It's now the Sockers 5 and the Strikers 1.
San Diego Sockers goal at 3:26 of the second period. Number 7, Steve Jungle. Assist to number 10, Kaz Dana. San Diego Sockers with a 4-goal lead. It's pizza time.
Steve Jungle with 2 tonight. Here's another chance for the Sockers. Steve Daly had an open net, and as he was shooting was upended. It went wide, and we have no whistle. Jungle with his second goal. Dana got the assist at 3:26. It's 5-1 Sockers. We have 11 minutes left in this first half. And the Strikers not really showing a whole lot yet against this far more experienced San Diego team. In fact, in the games that this team has played indoors, Minnesota, their last full season was 80-81 when they played 18 games and were 1-17. The year before that, they were 3-9 in a 12-game season. Not even in the same class as far as their pedigree as this 3-time champion Sockers team. Here's Segota with a shot from the right point that went off Bill Crook into the seats. We'll get a kick in San Diego from the far boards. Steve Daly over to take that. In front of the goal is Coker, also on this shift. Flavio, Collier, Segota, and Daly.
That's November 17th. The Sockers against Los Angeles. And Fiesta night right here.
And Daly gets set for this free kick. It'll be to the left of Scarpelli. Actually, a kick in, as it's called indoors. Daly playing it to Segota. Back for Clavio. He'll wind up a shot blocked by Gary Etherington, and it comes into the corner where Alan Willie will break it out for the Strikers. To Bill Crook. Now back up the other wing, left side for Gary Etherington. Across the red line of San Diego, Etherington puts a shoulder fake on Clavio, takes a shot that's wide to the left of Toth. Digging forward along the boards is Willie, but Segota will bring it back for San Diego. Up to the red line for Coker. The return ball for Steve Daly. Gets position on John McGrain on the left wing. And then a foul as Daly pushes off the striker defender.
San Diego foul. San Diego 2.
And now a foul Sockers. We're paying particular attention to fouls this year because 6 team fouls in a period denotes a team 2-minute penalty. It was experimented with in the preseason. A lot of us didn't think it would be kept for the regular season, but they've decided to. So when a team incurs its 6th team foul in a period, a 2-minute penalty will be assessed, and then another 2-minute penalty for every 3rd foul after that. Good shot for the Strikers, and now a ball kicked out of the arms of Toth by Ricky Alonso. They'll whistle that down and give the San Diego Sockers the free kick and give the Strikers a team foul, their 2nd of this period. So you'd get a 2-minute penalty for your 6th team foul, 9th, 12th, 15th, and so on. One team that figures to be hurt a lot by that this year, the Las Vegas Americans, who it seemed just about every quarter here during the Invitational Tournament last weekend found themselves with a 2-minute penalty for too many team fouls. Here's Wilrich for San Diego down the left wing. He's got 1 goal and 2 assists tonight. Here's a chance for Dana in front. Plays it to the near boards for Wilrich. Jungle trying to get it past Lodovegas, has some trouble. Now it goes to the far side boards. Crow working it back out for Dana. Kazi waiting as Alonso tries to pressure him. Now it's played to the top of the red line for Clavillo. Fernando Clavillo back to the right point for Kevin Crow. Crow over to Wilrich, two teammates on the U.S. Olympic team this past summer. Crow and Wilrich. Up now for Clavillo in front. He'll cut it back for Jungle. Oh, great save by Scarpelli. A drive by Dana. That hit a leg. Great feed by Clavillo to Jungle. Boy, you can tell those two have played together. Soccer's dominating here as if they were on a power play. Crow with the ball at center. Up for Jungle. Good tackle by Lodovegas, who sends Jungle tumbling to the AstroTurf. Wilrich gets it back. Far side of the goal for Siri. Chests it down. Looked like he might volley it. Waits now. Working on John McGrain, who's a tough defender. Siri still standing over the ball. Plays it deep, but McGrain stayed with him all the way. Gets it loose, and now Goosens for the Earthquakes. Tries to feed it up the wing for Barry Wallace. Nothing doing there as big Kevin Crow stuck a leg in. Now Wilrich across the red line. Goes past Ray Hudson, but the ball comes off the wall, back over to Ray Hudson, and up the wing for Wallace. Comes off his toe, back for McGrain, and now to Wallace again with 8:05 left in this first half. He's controversial and always has interesting guests. Tune in Larry King, evenings at 9, right here on KOGO News Radio. And now a foul against the Sockers. Their third team foul of the period. Free kick for the Strikers. Out of the corner to the right of Toth. It comes in front for Hudson. Back to the end wall. Bain takes a whack at it. Now he's kicked by Crow. No foul given. Actually, it was Etherington going down. And now it's Dana back the other way for San Diego. Dana, breakaway ball for Jungle. That was 4 or 5 inches too far. Rolled into the arms of Scarpelli, but you can see Jungle making those runs up the middle. He's had some good balls already. And has 2 goals. Here's Lodovegas setting it up for Rongan. Plays it off the wall. Shot by John Bain. And Toth saved it on a low drive right in front. Here's Quinn the other way. Across the red line. Leaves it for Segota. His drive off a defender wide. Out of the corner, it's Quinn again. Looking for a teammate. Sees Collier in the high slot. But he'll rag it all the way back to the right point. Now for Siri, who was laying off at center. Paulo plays it off to the right for Addy Coker. Strikers all getting back on defense. Here's Siri with a header on a ball that came from behind the red line by Quinn. It's just high. Here's Dana on the steal. Broken up by Lodovegas, but the Sockers continue to dominate the Strikers here in the first half. It's 5-1 San Diego. Quinn left footing it up to the left wing for Mora. Now along the wing for Coker. That came off Lodovegas, but back to Siri. Alamora now in the middle for Segota again. He plays it in front for Coker. His drive in the seats. 6:34 to go in the second period. On our Kobe Sports Arena swap meet scoreboard, it's the San Diego Sockers 5, Minnesota Strikers 1.
They get to try the exciting shot on goal. Stop by the Sockers group information table located at the North Concourse. And the Sockers would like to thank Saluto's Bakery and Honeybee Meats and Deli for sponsoring tonight's championship banner poster for all fans tonight. How about a big hand for Saluto's and Honeybee?
Back live at the Sports Arena. 6:16 to go in the first half. Sockers with a comfortable 4-goal lead. It's 5-1. However, they've seen some of their rather comfortable leads disappear on them in a hurry in the past. Case in point, a lead here against Kansas City in the first game of the Invitational Tournament, and it ended up being an overtime finish. Strikers collecting the ball in their own zone, and a long ball played by Barry Wallace right to the feet of Brian Quinn, who leaves it for Branko Segota. Sockers play their first road game Wednesday night in Dallas against the Sidekicks, one of the MISL's new teams. In fact, the only expansion team this season. They lost 7-3 at home last night to Las Vegas. Sockers will play them Wednesday. We'll have it all here on KOGO. Scarpelli from Minnesota trying to clear it out of his zone. Instead plays it into the corner where Dana got it. He centers it, but Fogarty intercepts for the Strikers. He'll bring it to center. A pass up the right wing for Alan Willie. Willie bumped by Daly along the glass. It comes back to midfield for Lodovegas. His pass intended for Etherington goes deeper to Yusian. He'll bring it out of the corner. Back to the left wing for Gary Etherington. Etherington takes it back into the corner. Off that glass, it comes off the head of Katakalitis. Now Yusian trying to control it and get it in front for Willie, but can't. And it's Dana intercepting it back for San Diego. Back for Steve Daly. Daly from the red line up to center for Jungle. Jungle now for Clavillo. Daly makes a deep run. He'll go to the corner to get the pass from Clavillo. Right on him is Alan Willie. Daly played it through some legs, intending it for Dana, but it went to the feet of Bill Crook. And now Bruce Miller, left wing for Alonso. In front for Fogarty. He was behind the play. Now comes to the near boards to catch up with it. Back to the right point for Bruce Miller. Teeing it up for Willie. He stumbles on the carpet, and the Sockers get it back again. And that's just another one of the little things you got to get used to indoors. Although the Strikers do play their games on artificial surfaces at the Metrodome. Outdoors, indoors, they'll play at the Met Center, home of hockey's North Stars. Here's Willie again for the Strikers. Daly has good defensive position, forcing Willie to play it off the sidewall, and Toth gets the rebound easily. Now 3:50 to go in our first half. This game moving on at a good clip. Here's Clavillo, left side for Jungle. Off the wall, all the way through in front. Didn't touch anybody. Comes back out to the right point for Gene Wilrich. In front for Jungle. Then off a defender, just wide of the goal. Nearly went in off Loda Vegas as Jungle is brought down inside the penalty area. Strikers change on the go. This is Barry Wallace at center. Back for Hudson. Now up the left wing for Loda Vegas. Nice move getting around Siri. Here's Loda Vegas. In front. It's deflected wide. Comes off the wall to Wilrich. Gene Wilrich with those long strides loping to midfield. He's got Siri, Coker, and Segota with him. Here's Wilrich in the slot. The shot. Scarpelli the save. The rebound. Loda Vegas handling it and playing it back to his goalkeeper. Scarpelli, former national team goalie for the United States. Spent some time with the St. Louis Steamers in '82-'83. In fact, spent all of their preseason with them, but was released. And Coach Alan Merrick says he's not far behind Tino. Lettieri's still the #1 goalkeeper, but as we mentioned off the top of the program, he's out with a broken finger. Here's Ricardo Alonso now for Minnesota as they try and erase this 4-goal deficit. It's 5-1 San Diego. Sockers have scored 5 in a row. Alonso off the wall. Hudson with a chance, but a weak left foot drive goes wide, and now it's Segota. Back the other way for the Sockers, who change on the go. Segota stops at the red line, waits for some of his teammates to catch up. Collier overlapping now, takes it on the right wing. Hudson is back on defense for Minnesota. Collier leaves it for Segota. Segota makes a turn, plays it back into the high slot for Wilrich. Now to the edge of the box for Coker. That was poked away by Wallace. Drive by Segota on the rebound. Comes off the lip of the boards all the way in the air. Back to the red line where Wallace got a head on it. Now it's Goossens. Bumped as he kicks it up the left wing for Wallace, but getting back for it is Katakalitis. On to the goalkeeper, Toth. In comes Goossens, though, to break it up. Goossens now trying to get it free for Alan Merrick. Takes a shot wide, and it'll come off the boards back to Zoltan Toth. And now it's Collier. Up for Kaz Dana with a minute and a half to go. Dana up the left side for Gary Collier. Collier at the point to Wilrich. Now Gene gets some room down the left side. In front for Coker, and that was just in front of him too much. I don't think he expected it either. Back the other way comes Bain for the Strikers. Right foot pass for Goossens. Too far by him. Sockers hustling back on defense now. Goossens working out of the corner. Plays it to the end wall for Bain. Got the pass back, but it went right to Dana. Now Dana breaks it through for Quinn. A 2-on-1 with Jungle. Quinn to Jungle. He gets brought down at the edge of the box. We're getting a 2-minute penalty. We'll break for a minute here on our Kobe Swap Meet scoreboard. It's the Sockers 5 and the Strikers 1.
Minnesota penalty number 14, Gary Etherington. 2 minutes for tripping. Soccer power play coming up.
Brown back live at the Sports Arena. The Sockers are now leading 6-1. Just a second ago as the power play started off a free kick, Steve Jungle drove it into the back of the goal. Actually, it deflected off a defender. Sockers had pulled Zoltan Toth for the super power play, but never even needed it. What an awesome show this has been through the first two periods. 6-1 now, the Sockers lead as Jungle has a hat trick, that one unassisted at 14:05. Back at even strength now after the penalty to Etherington for tripping. And just a second into the power play, San Diego scored. They've got a chance to get another one here. Dana out of the corner, in front, Coker. Oh, and it hit the post and came back out, and then was cleared out of play by Bill Crook. So 37 seconds remain in this first half, and the Sockers are still trying to ram it down Minnesota's throat, and thus far have been very successful. Another free kick now, kick in from the right corner. Kaz Dana with Coker in front. He's also out there with Crow, Mora, and Quinn. Kevin Crow playing it to the opposite corner. Brian Quinn brings it out. Off the wall, Coker's header wide. Oh, and he had a beautiful setup on that ball from the wall. It was like a floater, and I think it came a little too slow for Addy. Now 25 seconds. Sockers can make a little more impression on Minnesota here with another goal. Although I think the Strikers should be pretty well convinced now that the Sockers know how to play this game. Here's Coker in front to Dana. Good defense there by Bruce Miller, who got back. And now it's Ken Fogarty. Up for Thompson Usain as the buzzer sounds. Well, the first half that was all Sockers. They dominate. And on our Kobe Sports Arena swap meet scoreboard, after the second period, it's the Sockers 6, the Strikers 1. We'll be back with halftime activities here at the Sports Arena after this.
Very big midfield, so they're not deep. I don't figure them to do much. Sockers, Americans, Wings, and Comets for the 3 or 4 playoff spots.
Brian Brown, we're looking forward to your eloquent prose throughout this upcoming MISL season. We thank you for being with us.
Thanks very much, Randy.
Brian Brown of the San Diego Union, and that is our halftime show. We're back with third quarter action live from the Sports Arena after this.
Foul on Minnesota, their first of the period. 6 fouls constitutes a 2-minute penalty in new MISL rules.
Randy Hunt back live at the Sports Arena. Third period now underway. Sockers lead the Minnesota Strikers 6-1. Sockers defend the goal to our left and have possession in their own zone. Kaz Dana brought down by Dwight Loda-Vegas, and that'll be a team foul for the Strikers. Again, our thanks to Brian Brown, who will follow the Sockers both home and away for the San Diego Union.
Saturday, November 17th, the Sockers take on the Los Angeles.
Zoltan Toth distributing up for Kevin Crow. Back to Toth now as the Sockers try and continue what was a very torrid pace in the first half. Here's Gene Wilrich, a big contributor to that opening 30-minute outburst. A ball played deep to Kevin Crow, working out of the corner. Crow trying to center it, comes back to the side of the net. And the Strikers have made a change in goal. Matt Kennedy now in the nets for Minnesota. Here's Gary Etherington, a left foot shot that went wide, comes off Clavio and out of play. So Craig Scarpelli gets pulled after the opening 30 minutes of play when he surrendered half a dozen goals. And young Mr. Kennedy steps into the picture for Minnesota. Signed just recently because of the injury to Tino Lettieri. There's a shot by Goossens for Minnesota that goes wide of the Sockers net. Back to Bill Crook. He'll feed it into the zone for John Bain. Knocked away by Quinn as Bain was looking upfield, and Quinn came in from behind. Kennedy spent a couple of years with the Philadelphia Fury when they were part of the MISL. That's his indoor background. He was, in fact, drafted by them. Here's Segota. His shot. Wide, but stopped by Kennedy anyway. Far boards now is Brian Quinn. Quinn, being harassed by Bill Crook, plays it back for Paulo Mora. Mora now across the red line for Segota. Up for Coker. Addy teeing it up for Segota. He'll knock it wide to the right for Paulo Mora. He's bumped along the wall by Bain, but maintains possession. Back out for Segota. For Siri, but it's behind him. And the Strikers will bring it out of their zone. Bain, the former Earthquake as well, as that team has dispersed all around this league. Bill Crook now feeding it top of the box for Goossens. Tried to flip it up. Now gets the left footer away. That's wide. Rebound over to Quinn. He'll break out of the corner. Tried to clear it upfield. In fact, it's right to the foot of Crook. Off a defender. Deflects wide as Toth went down. Drive by Goossens. That's high and wide. And Siri will lob it upfield for Segota. Segota taking it nicely as he breaks down the left side. Rolls it in front, and Kennedy stops it with the fingertip as Segota went down hard. He drags himself back up as Goossens has it in his own zone. Up to midfield for John Bain. He'll try and elude Paulo Mora. Great defender. Good pressure by Siri in midfield as well. Now it's Wallace. Broken up, and here's Siri for San Diego. Off to the left for Steve Daly. Chachan Namdar on his first shift of the night with Jungle as Daly stops at the right point. He'll back up now under pressure from Fogarty over to the far side for Brian Schmetzer. His first appearance as well. Coker looking for a pass. Here's Schmetzer side with Jungle. Oh, and it's just blocked by the defender. Good sliding effort. Here's Namdar in front, left footed to the side for Jungle. He'll drive it off Kennedy. It's in. A fourth goal for Steve Jungle. What a night he's having. And with 11:07 remaining in the third period on the Video Library scoreboard, it's San Diego 7, the Minnesota Strikers 1.
San Diego Strikers goal, 3:59. San Diego number 7, Steve Jungle. Assist to Chachan Namdar. And it's Godfather's Pizza time, and the Sockers beat Minnesota by 4 goals. You'll get a free mini-sized pizza at Godfather's.
And don't forget to join us right back here on Kogo this coming Wednesday night when the Sockers hit the road for the first time this season. They'll visit the Dallas Sidekicks, and we'll come to you from the Reunion Center in Dallas, Texas, Wednesday night right here on Kogo. A 7-1 Sockers lead as Steve Jungle scores his 4th of the game. Chachan Namdar the assist at 3:53. Zoltan Toth now with the ball inside the San Diego penalty area. A pass off to the left for Steve Daly. Up for Jungle. Now Daly back for Jungle. He's got to break down the left wing, but Lodovegas will get there first for Minnesota. And he rolls it along the corner. It comes back for Kennedy, the goalkeeper. Matt Kennedy in the nets for Minnesota, in place of Craig Scarpelli, who gave up 6 goals in the first half. Long ball by Minnesota in the grasp of Zoltan Toth. Now Schmetzer in a little trouble trying to get out of the zone. Katakalitis plays it back for Zoltan Toth. Now Brian Schmetzer out of Seattle. Went to Tulsa, and Ron Newman liked what he saw from Schmetzer there and went out of his way to acquire him for this rebuilt San Diego championship team. Here's Dana. Shot that's wide. The rebound comes back to Lodovegas. Ray Hudson will bring it out of the zone. He'll come to center. Up the right wing for Thompson Usian. His drive blocked by Schmetzer. Schmetzer left foot as he grabbed onto Usian. Schmetzer's a tough one. He's going to be one of the enforcer types for the Sockers. Just a young fellow, 22, 5'11", 165 pounds. Good, solid build on him. He's going to be a good factor in the back, something the Sockers lost when they sold Donnelly. Here's Lodovegas. Across the red line, a pass. The Jungle breaks up, and now it's Wilrich with Dana and Jungle. What a line this is. Wilrich up the middle, tackled by Lota Vegas. The ball comes loose to Jungle on the far boards. He'll kick it back out to Dana at the red line. Now set up on the right point for Kevin Crow. Crow waits, plays it back to center for Clavillo. 9:05 to go in the third period. Sockers leading 7-1. Here's Crow back in midfield. And the field is starting to get wet here. There's an ice show on its way to the sports arena, and the ice is right under the carpet. We're getting some real big wet spots coming up. Here's a ball for Hugo Perez. He's got it on the near side. Back out in front. That's cleared by Lota Vegas, and some people start booing here, and Perez got on the floor. He's been embroiled in a controversy, as we talked to Ron Newman about in the pre-game show. Perez saying he wants his contract renegotiated. Goodness knows why he hasn't really proven anything here. He's certainly been injured and has certainly shown promise, but he hasn't lived up to some of his clippings. And when you're around a team that has people like Wilrich and Coker and Jungle, you're going to have to come up with some kind of performance to rate. And at least in the books of the somewhat knowledgeable fans here in San Diego, as far as the game of soccer goes, he hasn't rated yet. We'll see what happens with the Perez situation. He says if he doesn't get a new contract, he wants to be traded. Here's Wilrich. He's got Segota with him. The pass through for Segota. Left foot shot wide. The rebound off the wall to the left of Kennedy, and Wallace side foots it back in front of the Minnesota net. This is Barry Wallace, who was a teammate of Schmetzer's with Tulsa last year. Fogarty kicks it upfield for Bill Crook. It was stopped by Segota, but then Crook cut in front of him to get it. Now Crook in the slot. Pass right for Bain. That's blocked by Quinn. And Quinn will work it to the near boards, where he will put it into play upfield. Across the line. Quinn to center. Ball for Perez. Drops it back for Gary Collier. Collier at the left point side. Back for Quinn. Quinn up for Perez, and that's a foul against Ken Fogarty.
Fourth Minnesota penalty.
Quinn on the restart. And Torres Kravichin will whistle it down. They'll bring it back over to the red line. Now the free kick. There's a drive. It was actually Alonso kicking it. He tried to get to the ball before Clavillo did, and it nearly went on goal, but it was wide. Now here's Fogarty. Up at the red line, plays it to center for Bain. Back for Ken Fogarty. Fogarty up the wing for number 15, Barry Wallace. Wallace leaving it for Bain. His drive off the leg and out of play. We'll break with 6:50 to go here in the third period on our video library scoreboard. This one's all Sockers. They lead it 7-1.
For ticket information, representatives are located in the north entrance area. Reserve your hottest seat in town. Sockers are pleased to welcome Lowenbrau Beer as one of our new sponsors this indoor season. Lowenbrau will bring you all the games this season on Kogo Radio 600 on your AM dial, plus all 16 televised games on KUSI Channel 51. Tonight, let it be Lowenbrau.
.6:27 to go in our third period. Sockers 7-1 leaders. Steve Jungle has 4 goals tonight in his first regular season game with San Diego. And now the Sockers pick up their second team foul in midfield. Steve Daly. Minnesota have 4 team fouls in this period, and their 6th will result in a penalty. Off the free kick, it comes to Jungle, or Goossens rather, deep for Golden Bay. Back along the wing for Bain, and his shot into the seats. And with that ball out of play, we'll take a quick break again. 6:11 left in the third period on our video library scoreboard. Sockers 7, Strikers 1.
The official car of the Sockers is Volkswagen. Stop by one of the San Diego 8 great Volkswagen dealers and see what driving is all about.
Minnesota, 6 in a period constitutes a 2-minute bench penalty. Minnesota with 5, San Diego with 2.
For world and national news, tune in NBC on Kogo at the top of the hour, every hour. Right here at the Sports Arena. San Diego with a 6-goal lead. They're on top of Minnesota 7-1. Zoltan Toth from Transylvania with it for San Diego.
Number 17 will also be
Zoli the goalie, as he's known here at the sports arena. A distribution pass up for Coker. Addy under some pressure plays it back to center for Chacha Namdar. Namdar now over to Gary Collier. Collier up for Coker. That rolls past him on to Siri. Here's Paulo with a break. Shoots it, and Kennedy with a save. Coker was breaking down the right wing, and Mora probably could have waited a while and done better for himself. Kennedy came out to cut off the angle, and Siri shot it right into it. Here's Lodovegas now for Minnesota left point. Wide of the boards, or wide of the box rather, and the shot by Goossens off the wall. The rebound now to Alan Willie at the right point. He drops it back into midfield. Coming in is Fogarty. He'll feed it left wing for Lodovegas. Steve Daly pressuring him. The ball back into the middle for Fogarty. The Strikers bring it back out a lot. Here's Goossens at the side. He hasn't had a good opportunity yet. This time a pass in front for Bruce Miller goes wide, and now Coker has it at center. Goes around Lodovegas. Here's Addy Coker. Shot off the boards wide. The rebound to Dana. He'll try and work in the corner. All over him is Thomas Rongen. Dana to Schmetzer. Back for Dana. Here's Kazi in the corner. Toe pokes it for Coker. But Kennedy comes out to block the play as Dana went down. Now Fogarty trying to clear it out of his zone. Lobs it up along the glass, but it's trapped down by Schmetzer with 4:12 in the period. He'll leave it for Dana at the left point. Making his run is Katakalitis down the right wing, but Dana elects to hold on to it. Now back to Steve Daly. He'll flip it in front for Coker. Addy drops it down for Katakalitis. Now left point for Schmetzer. Over to the middle for Dana. Coker tried to return the pass to Dana, but a striker stepped in front of it, and now it's Ray Hudson. To Lodovegas. Back for Hudson. Along the right wing for Bruce Miller. Miller goes down, and Steve Daly coming up with it for San Diego. Soccer's playing pretty safe stuff right now. Got a big lead. Katakalitis, a long pass for Jungle. Comes off the wall, and Steve makes a run for it, but it goes into the clutches of the goalkeeper. That one was real close. Great ball by Katakalitis. Gary Etherington for Minnesota. Back for Bill Crook. Crook right foots it up for Thompson. You see it. He's pushed off the ball by Schmetzer, who toes it up for Gene Wilrich. He's got Jungle ahead, but Wilrich will wait. Drop it back for Katakalitis. George Katakalitis rolling it to the far side boards for Kevin Crow. Dana was alone upfield for a while, yelling to Crow, who didn't see him. Now here's Jungle with Crow and Dana. Over to Crow. He'll wait for it. Drops it back to the point for Clavillo. Into the corner now for Jungle. It bounces. He gets it down. Now to Crow at the side, and it's cleared, but not out. Wilrich, a half volley shot. And that's in the seats. And we have 2:45 to go in the third period on our video library scoreboard. Still the Sockers 7, Minnesota Strikers 1.
Each of the Sockers 3 consecutive championships. Call the Sockers Group Sales Office at 224-GOAL. A Sockers representative will be happy to arrange a showing for your group.
Steve Jungle for San Diego, out into the front of the net for Segota. For Jungle. Right side for Wilrich. In front, Jungle again, and he just missed that one. That would have been goal number 5. Here he is in front again. The tackle by Bill Crook. Jungle still with it. To the side. In front, he shoots it wide again. This crowd is just anticipating every time Jungle gets the ball that he's going to score. He's got 4 now. 2:05 left in this period. The Strikers come back. Here's John McGrain with a break with UC and a shot wide and high. And off the rebound, it is Zoltan Toth grabbing it. He's had not too much work since the first period when Minnesota got their only goal. Ricky Alonso scoring at 4:47, and since then it's been all Sockers. Here's Ken Fogarty with under 2 minutes in this period. Next team foul for Minnesota will be a 2-minute penalty. Barry Wallace with it, moving through the slot, back heels it for Fogarty. Strikers rarely get the ball close enough to goal to really make anything happen. This time it's in for Alonso, but comes back from Quinn to Zoltan Toth. And they'll just drop it in front for Collier. Quick breakaway pass for Quinn. Good run by Brian Quinn. He's with Jungle. All alone, Quinn shot, and Kennedy makes the hand save. Quinn looked like he tried to pass there to Jungle rather than a shot. Kennedy went down, made the save. And here's Rongan with a minute to go. Back for John Bain. Bain rolling it to the far boards for Rongan. Rongan back for Ken Fogarty. Fogarty stops, back for Bain. Soccer's next home game, November 17th against the LA Lasers. That'll be Fiesta night, as you heard. Should be a wonderful evening. Jungle tries to break it upfield, but Fogarty got a toe on it. Now Collier will play it through to the middle for Quinn with 35 seconds. In for Jungle. Kicked away, but back to Quinn. Now to Jungle on the right side. He takes a very uncomfortable turn on the AstroTurf, turned his ankle a little bit, and Jungle struggles back on his feet. Takes a little breather. Barry Wallace with it in the middle. Plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper. So the Strikers certainly haven't been in as much trouble this half as they were in the first, but they still trail by 6 goals. Here's Alonso with a shot. That comes off the post. Rebound down to Namdar. It's flipped high to the side, and Pavio came in to clear it. Namdar was trying to get it back to his goalie, and nearly played it into his own net. Now we'll have a kick in for the Strikers with 3 seconds left, but we're going to have a, like we're going to have a penalty, but no, they're not going to call it. They're going to give corner kick Strikers. And this will be to the left of Zoltan Toth. Only 3 seconds, so Minnesota would like to get one here off the dead ball situation. And now we have a whistle as Jungle comes onto the field. Sockers were a man short.
Also get your Sockers tickets through Tennessee.
Goosens will take this corner kick. In front for Alonso, but that came off a Soccer. And the buzzer sounds. We played 3 periods here at the Sports Arena. It continues to be all San Diego. The Sockers lead the Strikers 7-1. Now we'll be back with 4th quarter action after this.
Third period, San Diego Sockers scoring. Number 7, Steve Zone.
Hope you're enjoying our broadcast of MISL Soccer here on KOGO Radio San Diego, AM 600, home of the Sockers. This 1984-85 season. We'll be back Wednesday night from Dallas as the Sockers play the Dallas Sidekicks, this year's expansion team in the Major Indoor Soccer League. Sidekicks lost 7-3 last night to the Las Vegas Americans, who got a hat trick from Fred Gergerev. Julie V also scored a goal in that game for Las Vegas, and Alan Mayer had a fine night in the nets. Other games last night, Los Angeles with a big 6-5 win over the Kansas City Comets. Good day for the Lasers as they win it in a shootout. Rarely any shootouts in indoor season, and for the first games of the year, rather an interesting turn of events. Pittsburgh beat the Baltimore Blast 4-3 last night, so the Blast off to a not so good start. And St. Louis defeated Chicago 2-0, all in opening night action yesterday in the MISL. We're underway now with the 4th period. Sockers defend the goal to our right. Down at the left end is Matt Kennedy in the nets for the Strikers. And here's Kaz Dana for San Diego, tripped up by number 4 Ray Hudson at the top of the penalty area. Back the other way comes Jan Goosens. Goosens has the ball cleared away by Schmetzer, and Jungle takes it at midfield. He's got Dana ahead. Sockers have outshot Minnesota 30-16 through 3 periods. The Striker goalkeepers have made 16 saves to San Diego's 7. Here's Kevin Crowe in the corner to the left of the Minnesota net. He'll bring it back out to the right point for Gene Wilrich. He backs up to the red line, to his own red line, and plays it back for Zoltan Toth. Now to Katakalidis on the left side. George Katakalidis knocking it into center. That's headed down by Fogarty. Still in the air. Bain gets a nod on it. But it's back again to Kevin Crowe as the pace slows down a little bit here in the 4th period. Welrich back in front of his own goal. Trying to get it out of trouble. Good pressure by the Strikers. That's about all they've been able to do, is bottle up the Sockers once in a while in their own zone. But once San Diego starts breaking it downfield, the Strikers get into big trouble. And that pressure comes from the midfield usually, and that's probably where the Strikers are the strongest. They're not endowed with a lot of goal scorers. Oh, Jungle with a breakaway pass to Crowe. All the way, Kevin Crowe, and it is Kennedy making the save. Kevin on the rebound, headed it right at John Bain, who would come back to help out. Crowe with 2 lovely chances on a ball that had eyes from Jungle. Here's Jungle. That's broken up. Comes to Bill Crook, and Thompson, you see it, has it.
Soccer's favorite soft drink, Coca-Cola, is again the sponsor this season of Soccer's. All night tonight, 12-ounce cups.
Here's Gary Etherington back behind the red line. A left footer, that's low. Toth with the save, gave up the rebound, but then got up to clear it. Strikers keep pressuring. Alan Willie trying to work it out of the corner. Gets it through to Etherington, whose shot is low again, and Zoli gets that one. And he'll lob it upfield for Addy Coker. Addy takes it at center, has some trouble with it. Now Usean pushes him down. Usean with a drive, and that's way wide. Minnesota's shooting's been awful. Here come the Sockers again, 3-on-2. It's Segota with Coker and Wilrich. Segota right down the middle, right wing pass to Coker. Addy goes deep, plays it off the wall. Gets it out in front, but it'll be cleared by Willie. Up for Barry Wallace. Here's Wallace up to the red line. Still with it, plays it to the corner for Lodovegas. He'll make a move on Quinn and take a shot that comes off the lip. Alan Willie on the volley, that's wide. To the right of goalie Zoltan Toth. And now Segota. Can't get it up the wing. There's a ball that got behind Toth as it came around the corner, but it didn't go in, it went back out. Here's Willie a drive. That's just wide as Zoltan Toth flies through the air and never even saw it. Coker with it at center, but trapping it is John McGrain. McGrain now with 11 minutes and change in this fourth period to the far wall for Willie. Willie under some pressure from Segota, and then Quinn came from behind, knocked that away. And now Gary Collier up for Coker. Has Quinn with him. Quinn at the side. Takes the shot. Gets the rebound off the wall. That's wide. Alonso stepping on the ball at midfield. He lost control. Good play in the air by Fernando Clavillo. He went up, headed it up for Quinn. Quinn with Namdar. That pass behind him. And now Barry Wallace takes it the other way. Teams change on the go. Wallace across the line to his right for Fogarty. He takes a look, takes a shot. Off the glass, the rebound to Alonso, who kicks high in the air as the ball came to Zoli Toth. And they'll whistle a foul against Alonso. 10:25 to go in the fourth period. We are on the Kobe Sports Arena Swap Meet scoreboard. It's the Sockers 7 and the Minnesota Strikers 1.
Fiesta night with Maine and Spanish decorations and a super halftime show, Latin flavor, and many other surprises. Get your hot seat, get down for this great night of fun and action. November 17th, the Sockers against Los Angeles. Fiesta night, dollar margarita night, all here at the Sports Arena. Dial 224-GOAL for ticket information, or you can get your tickets at the Teleseat outlet 283-SEAT.
Ricky Alonso for Minnesota. They trail 7-1 here with 9:45 to go in the fourth period. There's a shot by Bruce Miller in front. Zoli got down, made the save again, and he is having an impressive evening in goal. Even though the Strikers haven't been that vicious around the San Diego net, Zoli has come up with the saves. Here's Chacha Namdar. Side of the goal, it's in front, rolling across the crease. Hugo Perez was there, couldn't get it. Here's Paulo Sirimora. He'll play it back for Steve Daly. Daly to his left for Mora. Paulo with one man to beat, goes left on Miller, plays it off the boards. Chacha Namdar was there, but hung on to Fogarty in the box and gets called for the foul. You South Bay soccer fans can enjoy all of the action of the champion Sockers and never have to even worry about the drive to the arena. The Subby Soccer Express leaves from 390 3rd Avenue in Chula Vista 1 hour before each Sockers home game. Relax, enjoy a soft drink or a beer and some great music on your way to the sports arena. Call Dan Nash at Subby's at 422-9310 for more information on the Subby Soccer Express. Nash also with the best pizzas and Philly-style subs in the South Bay. Ball out of play into the crowd now. I think that was one of the fans jumping up and heading it right back out onto the field. Now 8:45 to go here as the Sockers are controlling this one absolutely. In fact, they've kind of slowed down since that first half outburst. I guess you don't want to embarrass the opposition too much, although they doubled this output in their home opener a year ago when they scored 14 against the Cosmos. Back-to-back years that they've started their year with rather weak opponents, although Sockers ended up playing New York in the finals last year. Here's Kevin Crow, left wing. At the side is Dana, he scores. Crow with a shot, and the rebound left for Dana as that Minnesota defense looked very porous on that play. 8:25 now in the fourth period on the Kobe Sports Arena Swap Meet scoreboard. Now the Sockers 8 and the Strikers 1.
San Diego Sockers goal at 6:35. Number 10, Kaz Dana. Assist to number 12, Kevin Crow. Sockers 8-1. Do I taste pizza?
Gene Wilrich to Katakalitis. His shot off a leg and out of play as we are back here at the arena. 8:03 now in the fourth period. That last goal by Dana, his second of the game. Kevin Crow draws the assist, his first point of the year at 6:35. And that hat trick for Steve Jungle was the 79th of his MISL career. Of course, he's had several in the NASL as well, but for the benefit of not trying to confuse you, that is number 79 in the MISL. He's got 4 goals. Here's Collier with a drive. That's just high and wide. Fernando Clavillo tried with the rebound shot. Here's Dana to Jungle. In front, shot by Wilrich. A stop by Kennedy, and the rebound comes back to Thompson. You see it. So the Sockers come to life here with a goal in the fourth period, the first one since early on in the third. A shot by the Strikers, Barry Wallace, fisted down by Zoltan Toth, who will get those two fists, clench them together, and just sort of form a battering ram. And when the ball comes loose, he'll just bash it with those two clenched fists. And that way he gets some distance on it, while at the same time it gives up a rebound. Chances are that rebound's going to land somewhere in midfield. Here comes Segota. He's got Jungle open on the left wing. Takes a shot and scores! Branko Segota. And everybody's going to get in on the action tonight. Segota nailing a low one. Kennedy got a piece of it, but it rolled into the back of the goal. We'll break here with 7:12 left in the fourth period on our Kobe Swap Meet scoreboard. Now the Sockers 9, the Strikers 1.
Sockers goal just 13 seconds later. Unassisted, number 20, Branko Segota.
Entrance 11.
Ball in the San Diego end. Barry Wallace centering it for Alan Willie. His shot. Zoltan Toth goes out to make the save. I think it was wide anyway. Here's Clavillo trying to bring it out of his own zone. He's held by Usian. And that'll be a foul, the second team foul for the Strikers in this half. Steve Jungle had 11 hat tricks last year in the NASL, and with the one tonight, that's 90 career. 79 in the MISL, 11 in the NASL. So Steve Jungle with his 90th career hat trick here tonight.
Information can be obtained at the Garter's table in the South Concourse.
This is Matt Kennedy, the Minnesota goalkeeper, sending it up the left wing for Ray Hudson. There's some proud players on this Minnesota team. They're going to be very discouraged with this season opening loss. They won 3 games in the preseason, beating Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Chicago. But they're dealing with a little bit of little different animal in the regular season, in that everybody's trying harder, and they're also playing probably the best team around. At least that's what all the preseason polls suggest. Here's Siri, left side, takes a shot off the glass. The rebound, Coker went high for it. Siri again with a drive. That one hits Ken Fogarty chest high. Rebound coming to the near boards. Schmetzer and Alonso collide on the foul against San Diego. Join us Wednesday night from Dallas. We'll be right here on Kogo News Radio to bring you all the action as the Sockers visit the Sidekicks. Then on Sunday the 11th, we move on to Las Vegas. Live simulcast right here and on Channel 51. That's a week tomorrow from the Thomas and Mack Center. 6 o'clock kickoff right here on Kogo and KUSI. Quinn up the left wing for Addie Coker. Addie being watched by Ken Fogarty. Forced off the ball, but still has it on the near boards. Tries to work it in the corner for Schmetzer. Now a foul. And it's Fogarty this time who gets called. He and Schmetzer getting tangled up. And this will be a restart for San Diego to the right of the Minnesota goal. Cha-Cha Namdar over there to take it. And they've started the wave here at the Sports Arena. You had to know that was going to happen eventually. Trying to get it going anyway. At the side of the goal, it's Quinn trying to bounce it off the wall in front for Coker. Now to center, intercepted by George Katakalitis. Over to Schmetzer. Schmetzer to his right for Steve Daly. Deep for Namdar. Cha-Cha with a shot. That ricochets off the glass. Rebound back the other way. Here's Thomas Rangin. Down the left wing he goes. He's got Alonso with him and Bruce Miller. Takes the shot. That's wide. And here's Steve Daly. Trying to break it out and can't. And I'll tell you, that wave goes around here a lot faster than it does at San Diego Stadium. And the fans are right into it. 4:50 to go here in the fourth period. Sockers with a 9-1 lead. Steve Daly at the red line. Playing it in front for Dana. That's knocked back for Crow. And Kevin will chase it all the way beyond to the red line. 4:30 left now as the Sockers are going to win this season opener. Ball comes to center for Hugo Perez, and the wave continues here at the Sports Arena. Katakalitis playing it back for the goalkeeper Toth. So the San Diego Padres are leaving their mark on indoor soccer this year. And now a shot by the Strikers. Toth with a save. It's out of play, and we have a corner kick. And John Bain will get set to take it to the left of Zoltan Toth. Join us for our post-game show. We'll talk to the star of tonight's game, and right now that is Steve Jungle with his 90th career hat trick. Gary Etherington with a drive, and that came off the post. The Strikers can't get a break. Here comes Clavillo down the right wing for San Diego. 4 minutes to go. Look at his speed as he chases it into the corner. Kennedy knocks it back, but not out. Daly gets it over to Perez. Up for Dana. Back for Perez. He stabs at it, but Kennedy comes out and grabs it at the top of the box. Good ball by Dana to Hugo Perez. Back the other way is Bain. Now over to Bill Crook. Crook has it intercepted. Dana will play it to Perez. Hugo waiting for some support. He'll leave it for Dana. Kazi left side, waits. Back for Kevin Crow, who comes in from midfield. Crow with a good move. Down the left side, over to the right for Daly. His drive, oh, what a save by Kennedy as Daly let a bullet go. Back the other way for Zoltan Toth with 3:15 to go. Ron Newman throwing all kinds of combinations out there now, trying to get everybody a little playing time. Here's Zoltan Toth. Up to center. This is Jungle. He lays it off for Crow, but it goes through to Crook, and now here's Wallace. Had a break, but Crow got back. Wallace turns, sets it up for Crook, but Crow slide tackles that one free. Wallace has it again at the right point. Over to Fogarty, the header in front. Knocked away by Crow. Back for Wallace on the right point. His left footer, that's wide. Rebound out to Segota. Bronco Segota with Gene Wilrich. The pass to Wilrich, far boards, back to Segota. He'll go into the corner. Plays it off the board. Jungle in front, and Kennedy's got it. Segota with a good ball off the wall for Steve Jungle in front, but couldn't find the net that time. Back the other way come the Strikers as the pace quickens here in the late going. Zoltan Toth with the ball now in front of his goal. 2:21 to go. It's played to Jungle at center. He'll lay it off for Wilrich. Wilrich off to his right for Segota. Here's Jungle. Siri had a chance. It came off his back. Now out of the corner. Lota Vegas gets it free and up for Willie. This is a 2-on-1 break. Willie with Goosens. Alan Willie down the right wing. His shot wide just to the right of Toth. The rebound comes all the way to the red line for Segota with 1:53 to go. Bronco plays it up for Jungle. Jungle stopped by Fogarty. No foul. Willie back the other way to Goosens. This is a quick game. It's only 7:17, and we're going to be finished here in a minute 35. Loto Vegas a shot. They score. Minnesota scores. We'll take a break. 1:32 to go here in the fourth period on the Kobe Swap Meet scoreboard. Now the Sockers 9 and the Strikers 2. We still have this left over and this.
Minnesota goal 13-28 in the fourth period. Number 9, Alan Willie. Assist number 2, Dwight Loto Vegas. 9-2, San Diego.
1.5 minutes left to go. Here's Dana for San Diego. That Golden Bay goal, or rather that Minnesota goal. There's the goal. Who got it? Steve Jungle. I was looking down, and Jungle makes it his 5th goal of the night. Dana had the ball. I turned away, and next thing it was in. And it's 10-2 as the Sockers hit double fingers. That one came just seconds after the goal by Willie from Loto Vegas at 13:28. So now it's 10-2 as Jungle gets his 5th of the night, and MISL opponents will be wide-eyed when reading the papers tomorrow. Brian Schmetzer for San Diego trying to work it out. A weak shot by Hudson. Zoltan with no problem. The distribution to midfield intercepted by Rangan. Here's Hudson up the middle, across the line, makes a move on Schmetzer. He'll tackle Hudson. The ball comes back to center for Loto Vegas. Off to his right for Thomas Rangan. Back for Loto Vegas with 50 seconds. And they're waving goodbye to the Minnesota Strikers, who don't come back here till January. Here's Jungle, left side again. He's got Quinn with him. Oh, and the ball just a little late. Quinn had made his run. Now you see it. Trying to get it away from Dana. We have a whistle. And it'll come back the other way. Kick in Sockers, far side boards. Dana with 29 seconds. To Daly, back for Kaz Dana. Now into the corner. Katakalitis off the wall. That comes through the box. Back for Schmetzer, a shot. That goes off the hands of Kennedy into the seats. And we'll have another corner kick Sockers with 20 seconds left. Don't forget to join us for our post-game shows. Steve Jungle will be our guest. 5 goals tonight for the Big Z, including his 90th hat trick. 79th in the MISL, along with his 11 in the NASL. Jungle on the corner kick. In front for Dana. Took a shot. Loto Vegas gets the rebound and centers it for Wallace. He'll stop it at the line. Looks up at the clock. 10 seconds to go. As the Sockers have totally dominated this one. From the opening period when they fell behind early and scored 7 unanswered goals. And that's the buzzer. And the Sockers start their season with a big win. The final, San Diego 10, the Strikers 2. And we'll be back at the Sports Arena after this.
Hugo Perez unhappy with their contracts, but you'd never know all this by looking at the final scoreboard. 10-2 San Diego over the Minnesota Strikers, and no less than 5 goals from this man, the newcomer from San Jose, indoor scoring champ Steve Jungle, who got his 90th career 3-goal hat trick in the first half when the Sox took a 6-1 lead. San Diego never let up against a relative newcomer to the indoor game, Minnesota. Kaz Dana made it 8-1. Then Bronco Segota, another newcomer to the Sox, made it 9-1 before the Strikers could get another one past Zoltan Toth. Not a bad opener.
Oh, no, I scored 7 a couple of times. I scored so many goals in like 30 seconds, 3 goals in 36 seconds, something like that. I can be faster and score more goals.
Okay, across town at the stadium.
Tonight, a little disappointed in you know, the number of people that had bought tickets. How was the walk-up crowd?
Well, they had about 2,000 people that went up and bought tickets, so obviously something we said at 5 may have worked.
They can thank us.
There's no question the Sockers got off to an awesome start as they opened the MISL season with a 10-2 thrashing of the Minnesota Strikers. Steve Jungle, well, he proved to everybody he's great, scored 5 goals for his 90th career hat trick. First, the customary introductions in front of a home opening crowd of 9,200. The Sockers were down 1-0, then started to score. Kaz Dana threads it through to make it 3-1 Sockers. Nice goal there, as you can see, Jungle right here. Then Brian Quinn passes to Clavijo, to Addy Coker, and it's 4-1. Then Kaz Dana and Steve Jungle have a give and go. Watch this neat footwork, but it's Jungle in front who makes it 5-1, his second of the night, but there was more to come. Cha-Cha Namdar finds Jungle at the side of the goal. Bingo, it's 7-1, and the 4th goal for Jungle. Kevin Crow down the left wing shoots, and Dana with his second of the night makes it 8-1. Bronco Segota tries it from this side, and it's 9-1. It's 9-2 when Jungle caps off a 5-goal performance, 10-2 Sockers. The next game, Dallas on Wednesday.
The Sure Thing, rated PG-13.
Now playing at a selected theater near you.
When you've got a long way to go, it's nice to go with a friend. The 1985 Toyota Standard Bed truck toughened up this year with more horsepower than ever, so you know it can carry its share of the load. The new Toyota Standard Bed truck at only $59.98.
Friend, you're worth twice the price.
Save with us on patio and rattan furniture.
And save on American traditional furniture like Pennsylvania House and Stanley.
Save big on furniture for your stereo, TV, and computers.
Save on waterbeds and bedroom furniture.
Save on over 500 rolls of carpet.
Save this week at all 8 great furniture stores at both centers during the grand opening of the beautiful new Home Furnishing Center, North County, San Marcos, Highway 78 at Rancho Santa Fe Road.
So many real chocolate chips, you can see them inside and out.
Mom, Dad got the Chewy Chips Ahoy!
Harold, you better save some for me!
New Chewy Chips Ahoy.
Nice going, Mom!
Loaded with chocolate chips.
Lot of chips, but not for adults only.
Hi, kids. If you're on drugs, you know it's a long day, and it's a miserable day. If you want to find a better way, find Freeway. Call this number. Nobody's going to yell at you. The stories, they've all heard them. Come on down and share a better way.
We'll return with our feature on the Sunday $1 Million Movie 2 right after this brief intermission.
C&M Chevrolet presents the C&M Used Car and Truck Showcase. Now through Tuesday, on approved credit, C&M will give you $1,000 cash back when you take delivery of any of the 100 quality used cars or trucks in stock. C&M must make room for the new car and truck trades now. But hurry, the C&M Chevrolet Used Car and Truck $1,000 cashback showcase ends Tuesday. C&M Chevrolet on Balboa between 163 and 805 in the heart of Carland, Kearney Mesa.
Every winter day, a ritual takes place in homes, bundling up kids to go outside. But no amount of bundling can stop the cold completely. That's why there's Malt-O-Meal hot cereal, double flavored with wheat and malt to taste great and help keep kids warm on the inside.
I think I I need some more Malt-O-Meal.
Bundle up on the inside with Malt-O-Meal hot cereal.
Until now, effective cough relief usually came in a spoon. Now, Mediquell announces the end of the spoon. New Mediquell Chewy Cough Squares for cough relief so strong it lasts 8 hours long. Mediquell took a powerful liquid cough medicine and concentrated it into soft, chewy squares. Each dose relieves coughs up to 8 hours, twice as long as regular strength liquids. The end of the spoon. New Mediquell Chewy Cough Squares. Cough relief so strong it lasts 8 hours long.
Have I got a deal on tap for you? You buy any medium or large Godfather's pizza, chip in another $1.99, I'll give you this beauteous tapper filled with 80 ounces of Coca-Cola. Hey, but listen up. Every time you haul this baby back to my joint and order another medium or large pizza, I'll fill it up again, free, for an entire year.
Godfather's Pizza.
Hey, get in on this now, before I'm tapped out of these tappers.
Ben, no!
Francisca.